Thomas, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Happy Friday Eve.
It is for sure. Little rusty on this one for some reason. I'm not sure. I was not ready on time, so I apologize. The fact that we were late is entirely my fault. Let me put it that way. Thomas was ready to go before 8. And
I had to get my charger for my computer.
Yeah, but you were still back in time. Oh man, it's good to be here. We had a interesting day today. It's going to be a fun one tomorrow for sure. So it's going to be. We had a short day in the morning. Podcast with the court hopping before the podcast. Took the afternoon off, and we've got something for tomorrow. That's all I'll say. It's going to be fun.
Perfect.
Anyway, how are you doing? Happy.
I'm good.
So we talked about that already. Any news? Anything exciting to share?
Nothing crazy. I do have 2 quick requests from chat.
Okay.
One is, as many know, I'm a huge hockey fan, especially for the Dallas Stars.
Oh, yes.
They're currently playing right now in the playoffs as we speak. So I ask, please no spoilers in chat, because their season actually rides on tonight's game. If they lose, they're out. It's over. They're golfing in the morning if they lose. So I ask for no spoilers.
Banned for years on the channel either. And the mods will do that. So,
and second would be, not everyone is here to hear this request. So if someone comes in a little bit later and accidentally drops in a spoiler because they have no idea, please don't attack them. Don't go after them. Accidents happen. It did happen a few weeks ago, and it was complete accident. Someone did it. I appreciate everyone sticking up for me in that regard, but there's a chance it could happen. So I'm going to do my best to not watch chat as much, even though I still have to pin some of the comments. Like there's yeah, like Sophie has a nice comment, but I'm not going to pin it because it says go wild. So instead I'm going to pin this one from Dana Grand Jury. Go Stars. No, it's all in good fun. It's a great time. I love the sport, watching it. I really enjoy my evenings when they're playing, especially the playoffs. I don't watch the regular season all that much, especially early on. But when it's playoffs, I'll watch more than the Stars. I'll watch the other games too, and watch them too, because it's just a different type of game when they get there. So,
well, hopefully they go on to another game, and if it ever lands on podcast day again, just know that if you need to move the podcast up an hour, we can do that as well. So
that's fair.
We'd be happy to move for you.
I didn't even catch it. Usually they play 8:30 my time, because playoffs get transitioned into primetime sports coverage. They show all the Eastern Conference playoff games first, and then they show ours, so it's always pushed back later. And then I looked at today, and it's 6:30 my time, and I went, what? They never do that. So, but we'll be done in enough time for me to turn it on and either be severely disappointed or still encouraged and get to watch the tail end of the game. So,
yeah, but you're going to do that for yourself. Yes, mods are taking care of everything. Thank you. Greeners says prediction score less than 10-10. So
that's a great prediction,
Greeners. There are very few games that have fallen outside that prediction, Greeners.
Yeah.
But
you could probably bet $10 on that and win probably 12 cents would be my guess of the payout would be in Vegas if that happened.
That's some Bitcoin, right? Just joking. You shared a little bit with me with Officer Brian. Is that something I can share?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's probably public record because like taxes paid for it, right?
Yeah, probably so. Yes.
You guys know on the channel. He just got certified for drone pilot. FAA Part 107, I think it is what they call
Correct.
it. And it's basically a pilot's license for people who don't get in planes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically an entire pilot's license except for the physical. So right. If you can pass a physical and this test, you can fly a real plane. That's how it goes. So he passed that. He's able to fly drones now for the police. So coming soon to a town near you, woo 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 in the sky. Maybe he'll put little red and blue lights on his.
I'm excited for him, especially because he's one of the PIOs for the department here, public information officers, and because of his background and skill, he does a lot of the media for them also. They've upgraded their media room, if you will. So they've been doing a whole lot of interviews, and they have a new theme called 10-6. in the falls, and it's a behind the scenes look into certain things. And so they'll interview officers, they'll go out on patrol with officers, and they upload it. And he reached out to me just the other day. I'm really excited. They posted on all their socials. Sometimes the news carries some of their posts. But he's going to bring me in to interview, talking about the Citizens Academy and the experience and whatnot.
Sweet.
So that's he didn't give me a timeline. I think he said a few weeks out. So I'm super excited for that and to go be a part of it. And get to chit chat and hang out. He's such a great guy. He's just really down to earth. And I love that.
His drone's sky high. 400 feet is the limit you can go to on the drone without special.
As I say, without ear. Yeah.
But no, he's a great guy. We love him. We'll have to get him on the show again to talk about it and see. Grin from ear to ear and show off his certificate.
Yes, big time. Once he gets back in his other routine without the exactly, Mindy SF said, didn't you have a new baby? Exactly. That's why he hasn't been on the show or been able to. His whole schedule is much different than when he was on the show hanging out with us.
Night times involve less sleep.
Correct.
That's how it goes down.
Yes.
That is awesome. I'm a bit nerdy now. I'm thinking, I want to know what kind of drones he's flying, if it's got thermal, what capabilities they have and flight times and distances and line of sight and waivers and all that. But we'll have to talk sometime, probably off air, because most people don't want to know those things.
Right.
How many milliamps your battery is. Probably not the gripping information you guys came here for. But I'm super excited for him. Can't wait to talk to him again soon. Speaking of drones, also in Texas. Let's see, we had SWAT this week and they were very impressive. Favorite week so far. Ooh,
because Mindy's in the middle of her Citizens Academy, so
yes,
that's so cool. I love it.
Wait till you get to tase one of them, or vice versa. Depending on the thing. I got to attack an officer. Like, it's the first time it's the only time I've attacked an officer. But they gave me the baton, and he's like, "Come at me, bro." And he was wearing the big red man suit, which basically is like the Stay Puft Marshmallow guy. But instead of being like big balloon stuff, it's like wrestling mats is what he's wearing. But it's all shaped to his body. If you've seen it, it's Red Man. That's the brand, and you can't hurt him. There's like no way to get to him. So you're like wailing on him. And he's, even in that huge bulky thing, he still manages to throw me down on the ground. It gets me in like a hold. Oh, Thomas is gone. He gets me in a hold with, I think he was like twisting my pinky like this. And I'm like, I give in. I'm tapping out. You know what just happened? I can tell you what happened. Thomas's laptop just shut off. If I'm right, one of you has to share the channel or something. I think his laptop shut off because his battery was low and he just got the charger. I don't think it's plugged in. So now he's going to be like a couple minutes coming back, which is great. So I can tell this story about the drones out of Texas here really quickly, solo. Hang on. Let me, I've got a phone call. Can you guess who it is? Hello? Hang on, you there? Hang on, I'm going to try to flip my phone around so I can hear you. So they can hear you. Test 1, 2. Are you there, Thomas? You've been there the whole time. I just can't get you on my test 1, 2. Keep talking for me. Yeah, I'll have to go speaker. All right. I was telling people that your laptop just powered off. Is that what happened?
No, it's everything is locked up and frozen.
Ooh.
YouTube froze, StreamYard froze. My mouse is frozen. I can't move it. I can't do anything.
Great. Well, enjoy the podcast. We'll just run it solo. I'm just kidding. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, I just did a hard reset, so everything's booting up now, and I should be back up here in a minute or two.
Well, maybe while you're waiting, you might want to order a pizza. You can probably have it delivered via drone right now, because a new service in Texas offers this, where you can have pizza pre-cooled by the fans of the drone as it comes to your house. I don't think that's the advertising slogan, like cold pizza fresh to your door, but Little Caesars is teaming up with Flytrex for a drone delivery service, and they're going to deliver full orders by air. I'm not sure if they're including like 2 liters of soda, because that's a heavy item.
So from what I see, it's like 8.8 pounds, which they list as the equivalent of 2 large pizzas plus drinks, but they don't specify the drink side.
I'm thinking it's like a 20 ounce.
Correct. I would agree.
Anyway, deliveries within 4 miles in less than 5 minutes. So hot and ready, $5 pizza from 5 miles in 5 minutes. That's the big fives. You got the trifecta there. So
I love it. And they give some specs on the drone. It's an octocopter,
which means eight propellers.
Thank you.
I did the math on that one. Octo, like octopus. Okay.
It's and from what I read, they're not the only ones. I believe Chipotle started it as well with a different brand or a different drone agency to deliver burritos, and someone else did something similar.
So they basically got forced into this by the competition.
Correct.
Everyone's doing it. Nobody is doing it in my area. As a matter of fact, I have a hard time getting food just Ubered to, not Uber, but DoorDash to me. Because if it's like, oh, that's more than 5 miles away, we don't do that. Like, but I'd give a bigger tip, and they don't care. It's just, nope, we don't do that. So,
you know, I actually ran into that very scenario today. DoorDash and Uber Eats is very, very prevalent in our area. We actually probably take advantage of it too often. And I was being lazy, not gonna lie. My daughter today wanted Starbucks. And so I DoorDashed some Starbucks, and I wasn't paying attention as time went by. And she came out and said, "Hey, what's taking so long?" And I looked, first time I've ever experienced it. It said, "Still trying to locate a dasher for you." There was no dasher, so I wanted to take the order. So I said, I went into the settings, and you can say, change preference to I'll just pick up. Well, it said, nope, can't do that. So then I went to the preference of cancel order. And I figured there's no way they can do that because the order has already been made. It's prepared. It's sitting in the restaurant. They're waiting for a dasher. It let me just cancel the order and get all my money back. And then my daughter and I got in the car and drove up there and got it ourselves.
I think the baristas just get to drink it if you don't get it in a certain amount of time.
That's probably right. I think I'm in.
All right. Well, we'll see. Yay, you're back. I'll hang up on you then. I'll hang up on you.
Wow. Sorry. That was crazy.
Your background changed, I think.
I was panic clicking, changing my camera and anything I could because it came back with just a green screen. There was nothing there. So I was just in a massive panic.
Well, it's good to have you back. While you were gone, we covered a pizza story. I'm not sure if you heard, but
yeah, the drones. Could they hear me through the phone or no?
We let it hear. It's interesting. I'm concerned about this because a drone is, I'm not concerned for safety reasons, believe it or not. I mean, if you're concerned about safety in the sky, just pull up Flight Radar 24 and look at the map of how many planes are up in the sky and be like, okay, people are in those, okay? And they're going everywhere constantly. A little tiny, shoebox sized drone carrying a pizza is not going to be a problem. But I'm concerned that the fans from the rotors, like to carry 2 pepperoni pizzas, are going to be like super cooling the pizza in the air. And it just won't be hot. It will be cold cheese. It'll be rubbery cheese by the time it gets to you.
$5 cold and ready.
Cold and fresh. Ready for the fridge. Yeah. I don't know. I wish I was in the Dallas-Fort Worth area so I could give it a try, because I definitely would.
Yeah, I do too. Because it's currently being tested in Wiley, Texas, Dallas suburb. And let's see. I wanted to touch base on I know we mentioned Chipotle, but
there was another one.
Chipotle launched Zipotle, a partnership with drone delivery company called Zipline to deliver burritos. Walmart, meanwhile, has partnered with Wing and plans to have a network of more than 270 drone delivery locations in 2027, stretching from Los Angeles, California, Miami, Florida. I mean,
like them straight line through Texas and skipping North Carolina.
Yeah.
Just across the South. That's all we get. The Zipline. I could do a Zipline burrito. Just installed, but I'm pretty sure they're not like doing actual zip lines. They just call it that and then send it drone up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is drone delivery. I saw that. I thought I heard zip line, and like they do zip lines to customers' houses. Like they must be a frequent customer to have the zip line installed in their yard.
And that's always way up there in a mountain top, so that way they can get it down there. Did you hear about the plane landing in San Diego? Struck a drone on near approach, I believe.
Yeah. You said it was like small and red or something like that.
Yeah. They're still trying to investigate and figure it out, but that's
It was like 3,000 feet up when it hit it.
Correct. So I'm like, that's not a regular drone. They hit a military drone if they hit a drone. they didn't.
Back before the rules were in place, I think I can say this because there were no rules at the time. There was a point where there was no ceiling on drone flights. You just had to be careful. That was
right.
Like, do your thing, but be careful. It's a hobby. You can do whatever you want. And sort of like with weather balloons, you can just let them go and they go up to 15,000, 50,000 feet. And, planes try to dodge them. That's how it works. So I have flown drones much higher than 4,000 feet.
Really?
Adjusted ground level, like difference from my point where I took off from to where I've also flown at like 11,000 feet up in the mountains and had the thin air issues, but
yeah.
I took one drone. I had a little tiny drone that does not have GPS on it. And it was a very calm day. And I took it and I just fresh battery, take off and just straight up full power.
As long as you could go, for as high as it could go.
Until it just dies and it shuts down. And then it actually, because of the propellers, it sort of falls in like a weird rotating pattern. I was able to recover the drone, but it took from when it stopped. I mean, I could not. I was like just a speck in the sky. Is all I could see. It was so tiny. But I don't think it would have caused any problems with airplanes. But I probably was a little too close to a military base. But anyway, we'll not talk about that anymore. That was a long time ago, pre FCC or FAA Part 107 rules. I was still under Part 97 when I flew that one.
They're cool. But I do wonder about the control over if all these delivery services completely ramp up and it becomes a thing and it's successful, the amount of air traffic, because now you're talking lower elevation traffic. I'm not worried about them getting in the way of planes necessarily, unless they're near airports where there's departures and arrivals coming in where planes are actually low altitude. But even other areas where these drones going to run into each other. I know all the technology, my drone has it too. They have all the obstacle guidance and whatnot. But when you start getting a bunch up there and mistakes happen, we can't rely on technology, or we have drone wrecks over the middle of a city, and now you have falling debris.
Flying out of the sky.
Yeah, you've got, imagine a 20-ounce bottle of soda falling from 1,000
feet. The windshield. Explain that to your insurance agent. Yeah. I was driving to Walmart.
100%. You're like, sure.
Yeah, it's going to happen, especially until they start putting, they're called S transponders in the vehicles, in the drones, where every drone is basically reporting to air traffic control just like a regular plane would. So they would all show up on the grid. I don't know what that would do to the grid, because suddenly you've got, you've quadrupled the number of planes that these computers are tracking. And I mean, they have limited ability to track everything as well. So it puts a heavy load on the processing side. But
right.
I think there are ways to do it. I'm excited to watch it happen, but mostly I just want pizza right now.
I want to do the drone taxi. I want to try it. We've talked about it before, but I want to give it a go.
And it's just the rider. It's a single person, right?
Yeah. And there's no pilot. It's literally a drone that picks you up point A and then flies you to point B.
It just senses that you're strapped in and it takes off.
It's airborne Waymo.
See, this makes you think about another story I saw earlier about Ford trucks and some of the patents they've applied for in their trucks going forward, which basically will limit drivers' ability to start the truck based on body language the truck's picking up. Like if you show up, it basically can use cameras. It can use all sorts of sensors to detect if you're drunk or not and won't start. If you're in a panicked state,
what if you're being chased by a killer and you're trying to get away?
Don't drive a Ford, I guess.
Truck won't start.
It's a Chevy. They filed a bunch of patents. It's sort of scary when you think about, how it could be used. But
Yeah.
if your eyes are dilated too far, they're like, not safe. We're not going to let you start. No, man dies after a truck refuses to let him escape from Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know what the stories are going to be like, but obviously not that, because Tyrannosauruses are rare nowadays.
Nowadays, for sure. Bunny hopping one story right into it next. Speaking of cars and car makers, there's a car maker out of China called Seres, Seres. And I don't know, I'm kind of on board with this, but what they're looking into, they're debuting a voice-controlled in-vehicle toilet for your long-distance journeys.
Hold, please. This isn't just like something you put in the trunk. And I mean, I've seen the travel go toilets, right? Like in an emergency, this is a feature in the car, like you push a button and the seat retracts, or
they're debating on voice activation or button activation to where the seat retracts on the toilet. And the punchline, which I love, it's actually phenomenal. It's if you got to go while on the go, you're in luck.
Can you imagine, pulling up to the stop sign, you look over, someone's going, like, what? Please don't, sir. It must just be in the passenger seat. I'm hoping it's just in the passenger seat.
So the article actually kind of stinks when it comes to the real details of it. So they've been awarded a patent for it. So it's not in full design. It talks about how it can safely stow under the passenger seat, but all the other images depicted show the driver's seat. But the toilet to go, it's also boast a rotating heating element that evaporates urine and dries any excrement. Nice. When not in use, it can be concealed beneath the passenger seat, making
it's an incinerating toilet.
Perfect.
Because that'll go great with batteries and gasoline and everything else in the car that's flammable.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Let's see. It says in-vehicle toilets, however, are much more rare, but not totally unprecedented. In 1954 Rolls-Royce Silver Wrath limousine featured a passenger seat pot, and it was just a
pot, I imagine. I don't know. Now we'd have to change all our gas stations. You fill it up and you empty it at the same time.
Yeah,
so
you have to have
like an RV. All the.
I don't know.
I guess it could be great for like Uber drivers who are constantly on the go. You wouldn't have to stop. You could just do job to job to job. Just keep on going.
The reviews they'd get from the smell from passengers getting in the car.
I'm trying to look at the benefits. This sounds like something that all the customers went to car manufacturers and said, we'd like cars with better gas mileage. And they said, how about in-car toilets instead? And they're just things that nobody wanted for $100, please, Alex.
Yeah.
I
will say, Galley Mesa, so why not just go to a gas station? I've driven from North Texas to Southern California several times, and there are a lot of stretches between either I-40, which is the northern route, or I-10 on the southern route, where you are hundreds of miles from anywhere. And some of those stretches, you are hundreds of miles from pulling over and finding any sort of coverage off the road to hide yourself from your business. So I could see this for truck drivers, long haul
truck drivers. Yes, I've been there when I was driving, covering Utah, Colorado, Nevada as a outside salesperson, driving just thousands of miles a month. I've had that the need to go, and you're in the middle of the desert, and it's like you can't even see your destination yet. You can see for 25 miles, it's not there, and you're not going to make it. And yeah, I can see the usefulness of that, but maybe truckers, yeah, but even tandem truckers, I'd say no. Solo truckers, maybe. Just one more thing to check on the log report.
How many times did you use it? My dad's watching the Stars game, so I've got to text him back because he just sent a text that I believe leads me to think of certain things. So I've got to give him a quick I'll tune in later text so I don't get any spoilers there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of Ryan Toomey, who I watch on YouTube. He's a van life camper, if you will. And of course, he's got a portable shower. He's got a Sprinter van that he's done very well with to make it's very, very home-like. And I've seen his little stowaway portable toilet like you talk about. And he does the whole, has a Planet Fitness membership that you can go anywhere across the country so he can shower in that and everything. But there's times he's out where he has to use his little shower that he's created in his van and sometimes use the toilet. So, I mean, there is a need. I get it. I see that. But just the thought of it being in my nice new luxury sedan.
It's like, I just cleaned this.
Yes.
I don't let my dog poop in here. Why would I?
Correct. That's
there's got to be I'm just thinking of, you do your business and then you've got some business to take care of on the tail end, right? Trying not to make too many, it's got to have the little hose off feature. You've got to have the undercarriage car wash add on, right?
Undercarriage car wash, yes. And what is the true audience for this versus the cost of the upgrade to have it in your vehicle? There's no way that balances out. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. At some point, I'm driving just a glorified toilet, and all the features and functions and bells and whistles are just toilet specific. And then the cars, I have toilet on the go and I can take passengers, which no, don't sign me up for one. I'm not interested. I don't even want to. No sponsorships. We're not going to do that.
I'm out.
Speaking of long drives, do you know how far it is from, I don't know, your part of Texas to North Carolina?
I've never looked it up. I'm going to try to guess based off of. Do you know this? You're looking it up right now.
No, I don't know. I was curious.
I would guess 1,185 miles.
Now I'm curious because that's a very specific number. I was going to guess like 2,000, but that's probably more.
I'm trying to guess off of my drive from here to San Diego.
I was just picking random numbers out of the air.
I'm curious.
How far is it from?
Ayden, North Carolina is about 1,408 miles.
1,408 miles.
What did I say?
Like that. You were off by like 6 miles or something. Okay, so I could have got there in a third of the way back on a 2,000 mile trip, but
I said 1,185, and that said 1,400 something.
So how many stops to use the restroom do you have to use on that commute? That's a lot. You can only do what on a good day. You see, 60 miles an hour, assuming. I mean, that's on the low end, but that covers stops and everything. It's slow. I know it's really slow.
That's slow,
but it's easier because there's 60 miles in an hour, 60 minutes in an hour. So if you can drive for 8 hours, 8 times 6 is something. 6 times 8, 48. So 480 miles. So it's basically like a 3-day drive with only 8 hours a day.
So I drive about that far. I think it's less than that from here to San Diego, I believe, by like a couple hundred miles. And I will leave here and I will stop twice before I get to my halfway point where my hotel is. And then I get up in the morning, take off, and then I will stop 2 more times before I get to my final destination. So I do, besides the hotel halfway through, I have 4 stops. And that was with a car that had really good gas mileage. And that was at average, probably 80, 85 miles an hour, something of that nature. But it's 2 full days of daylight sitting in the vehicle.
Which is not fun.
No.
Even if you have a built-in toilet.
Even with a toilet. I used to take my dog on it, and we had a lot of fun. Well, I say I did. He didn't really tell me. He didn't. But
the tail wasn't wagging.
Yeah. And he was the best. He was such a trooper. And I used to look forward to it. It was a lot of fun. But now, as I've just gotten a smidgen older, I'm like 2 hours in the car and I'm out. Get me out, get me going. I don't care if I don't need gas, don't need a snack. Just let me go stretch my legs. I'm done. I'd like to be home, actually. Don't want to drive any further, but I used to love it.
Well, I bring this up not because of the toilet and the trip and the long trip, but somebody from your town drove up here to my neck of the woods here in North Carolina.
Yes.
I don't know why they felt we needed to wreak havoc, and a good thing we had going, because North Carolina is very well known for their pickles. We have Mount Olive, North Carolina, where Mount Olive pickles are made. We have a pickle festival here every year where we show off our amazing pickles. And somebody from your town came up and took first and second prize in the pickle contest.
They did.
I'm just curious what right they think they have to do that.
And I don't know her. I wish I knew her. But I saw this article and went, what? And Faye McFarland went to the festival and just made the best pickles.
The best dill, which is, I think, like the king of all prizes is the dill, right?
That is the superior pickle for sure.
As well as one I had never tried or heard of before, which is the cherry cool pickle swirled slushes. Which I put in the same category as pickle cotton candy. Okay, yes, it's dill, but no, we shouldn't eat it. But
correct.
I guess people do, and enough people do that they can vote and declare a winner, and they chose her. So.
Wichita Falls representing all the way North Carolina. The coolest thing ever is it's not a secret. She gave the recipe and they posted it in the article, so you could make the award-winning pickles yourself.
You need 2 24-ounce jars of kosher dill spears. It sounds like you're starting with someone else's pickles.
A win's a win.
maybe she started with North Carolina pickles. Half a cup of granulated sugar, 13-ounce packet of cherry-flavored drink mix. That's Kool-Aid. I don't think they say Kool-Aid, but that's what it is.
0.13 ounce packet.
Yeah. Did I say 13 ounce? That
Yes.
would be a lot.
That'd be a lot of Kool-Aid.
That's like the whole Kool-Aid man thing. 12-ounce container of frozen lemonade, frozen 6 cups of ice divided. How do you divide ice? Like into smaller chunks. 1 lemon. I think she's a little light on the lemons. Toothpicks, and then 3 16-ounce cups, preferably red Solo. This is the drink one. I don't think she gave away the dill.
You're right. Apparently,
this is basically she's making Kool-Aid and adding dill spears, is what it is.
A win's a win. You're right. The actual pickle recipe does not seem to be. Oh no!
You finding it?
Oh no! It says not only did Faye win the beverage category, she also won the entree. Oh, so it's a full entree. Here are the ingredients. Instruction for pickle pizza is what she won.
Oh,
I had this all wrong.
So it was dill and cherry, not the dill category and the cherry cool pickle swirled slush category.
Her dill pickle pizza won.
Now entree. I don't feel so bad.
And now I don't feel as excited. I was so proud. And now I'm like, wow.
Are you guys famous for your pickle pizza down there? Is that something that you can order on drone and have delivered locally?
No, not here. Do you follow Buck's Coal-Fired Pizza on Facebook? He got popular for, he's in Florida, tattooed up dude, pretty funny. And he posted day 1 until Dave Portnoy comes and rates my pizza, and day 2. And then he got up to like day 60 something. And finally Portnoy showed up to do it.
Portnoy's the guy who shows up. He takes one bite of the pizza and then rates the entire restaurant and staff, service, everything.
From Barstool Sports. One bite, everyone knows the rules, and he rates it. And there's an app now to where people put it on there and sees. The only reason I bring that up, I actually watch the guy's little shorts he puts on Facebook all the time, and I just like the pizza because I like making my own pizza. But he does a lot of pickle pizzas, a lot.
What if he uses Faye Moreland's recipe?
I don't know. We need to find out. If I love pickles. I love pizza. I'm not big on trying to combine the two myself.
I don't know how you can say pickles on pizza is good and pineapple on pizza is not. Honestly,
You're a pineapple on pizza guy?
that's the only place you should put pineapple.
Couldn't blame
The
me.
garbage. Pineapple goes in the garbage. Fresh pineapple, right off the stem in Hawaii, throw it away. Not interested. Don't want it. Cook it, boil it, freeze it, dry it. Nothing. Put it on pizza. Now you've got my attention.
No.
But no, nowhere else. Nowhere else. I don't want it in Jello. I don't want it like on toothpicks as a snack on a veggie fruit tray. No. Pineapple is just it's too fibrous. It's too. I don't know,
So
it's
when you
yucky.
put it on a pizza, it becomes less fibrous?
Perfect. I don't know. Something about cooking it with Canadian bacon makes it just be amazing.
Have you ever tried a pickle pizza?
I have not.
I haven't either. I think we need to try it before the next show so we don't need to eat one on the air. Because after I started making my own pizza, I don't like pizza in our town from anyone anymore. So, but I think we've got to try one between now and the next show, and we can give our feedback of what we think about the pickle pizza.
Is there a national chain that does pickle pizzas, or do we have to find like a? Let's see. I've got like a old world Italian style pizza. I'm pretty sure if I went in and asked for a pickle pizza, they'd just shoot me on the spot and bury me under the back.
Bury up back.
Hey Siri, are there any pizza places around me that serve pickle pizzas?
Here's what I found.
Pickle pizza. Pizza Joe's.
Pizza Hut will.
Where to get a pickle pizza in Twin Cities? Cleveland, Ohio. That's not close at all. Pizza Hut will?
Pizza Hut does.
Do you have to bring your own pickles, or they have some you can use?
Anyone that's going to have some sort of salad bar within the pizza establishment, they will. I've got
I got kicked out of a Pizza Hut once. You know that? By management.
Why? They're desperate for business.
It was over in England, and me as a young man and a high metabolism rate and a hollow leg, I went in there and it was all you could eat.
Oh, this is what Red Lobster free shrimp 2.0 situation.
they would have gone under had they not kicked us out. But they eventually just started cooking the pizzas really slowly and making us wait, thinking it would fill us up. But we're like, no, we're good. Just
still hungry.
As soon as it comes out. And eventually they kicked us out and said you can't come back anymore.
But just that location.
Yeah.
In that country. So you're safe.
So the ones over here have no clue, but they also don't do the all you can eat that I know of. Where do you get an all you can eat buffet pizza?
I don't see them anymore. Probably. I will say this. I've had food poisoning 3 times in my life. All 3 from Pizza Hut, different locations in different states.
That's just a coincidence. I promise.
No, third time's a charm. Third time's a charm.
That's funny. Oh, man. I've been at one restaurant where I knew if I ate something, I would get food poisoning. And it was a little tiny. I was driving back from the beach in North Carolina. I'd been out near the Outer Banks. I'd come back and it was late at night and it was a all you can eat buffet. And it was like in a little town called like Chocowinity or something like that. I think that's how they actually pronounce it. It's near me, but Chocowinity, North Carolina. And there's this little tiny buffet and I walk in there and it's like the lights over the buffet table are turned like way down. It's like the darkest area of the whole restaurant.
So you can't see the spoiled food.
I'm like, hey, they've got crab. They've got blue crabs.
No.
And the buddy I'm with, who actually referred me to this, he said, you got to try. And I forget what it was he wanted me to try there. He's like, don't eat the crab. Don't eat the crab. It'll get you. I looked at it. I was like, yeah, it will. There were some crabs in there that looked like they were fresh caught. And by fresh caught, I mean not cooked. And there were other crabs that looked like they had been there for weeks. And so we're just trying shallow crab. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get sick if I eat that. So I never did. I still haven't tried blue crab, even though it's like my state's seafood.
Oh, that's, I find this interesting. In her recipe, she uses tomato pizza sauce. In a lot of the pickle pizza videos I watch people making, they use either a very light white sauce or just like an olive oil base with cheese. and then the pickles. I haven't seen them with the red sauce. And I feel like the white sauce or just straight olive oil base with cheese would be much better than the red sauce.
Tomato and pickle. I was thinking it would almost be like an Alfredo sauce.
That's where I would go on pizza. I know you put tomatoes and pickles on burgers and stuff, but when you're talking the sauce, I'd go more of a white sauce with the pickle on a pizza.
Ketchup and mustard, maybe. I don't know.
On a pizza?
Did you put it on a burger?
Again, I think we're insulting Italians right now.
Do you put any meat? I mean, what's the meat on the pizza with the pickle pizza?
I think you go with some pulled pork.
Vinegar or mustard or tomato? Oh, it would be tomato based.
No, you do just an olive oil base with cheese, some shredded pork, the pickles, and when the pizza's done, you put a little tiny barbecue drizzle. Like
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah. All right, I'm making it next week before the next podcast.
Send me pictures and a little jar to taste.
I will. I will. I want to try this. See what the hype's about.
That's awesome. All right, we're almost out of time because the game's going. I want you to catch it before it gets really exciting. We've got a record breaker, which involves what?
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
No, you don't. Okay.
No, I read something else and it was not accurate when I just came across my screen.
Okay. A record breaker involves YouTube, which got my attention. World record. That's where your specialty is in searching up world records. And this one involves Rubik's cubes. And if you've ever watched somebody solve a Rubik's cube on YouTube, like the fast ones, it's basically magic. It's magic. Because it's not enough to be able to take these random cubes that once you mix up, you can never get back in the same order again. It's not enough for them to put them back in the same order. They do it with their eyes closed, behind their back, in like 6 seconds from memory.
Mm-hmm.
They've taken this and turned it up to like 1,000, and plus they do it so fast that you need a high-speed camera to track their movements. But apparently the record for how fast you can solve a Rubik's cube while skydiving was fresh for the picking, and Tom Kopke broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to solve a rotating puzzle cube while in free fall. In Germany, jumped out of a plane, solved it in 23.333 seconds.
Wow, in free fall.
Before opening his parachute. So, no, he did it in South Africa. He's from Germany.
Yeah.
But it was in February, so I guess it was cold in Germany, warm in South Africa. That's probably why I went down there. Because cold fingers on that wouldn't work. But the scariest part was he did it facing up.
Yeah.
So he was reclining on his back and
watching the plane get further and further away, not realizing how much closer the ground is getting.
3 seconds of free fall. You're expecting a nice little pat on the back at that point.
Yes.
And I imagine if you got stuck once or twice, it would be a little, I don't know, 23 seconds. That's not bad, but it's not fast.
It is if you watch me sit here and try it.
My son can do it faster than that.
I can't even solve one. I'd have to look up on YouTube how to do it. But I've also tried once in my late teens and said, this isn't for me. So I haven't looked at one since.
My son had he got like a speed cube. What if he dropped it?
Great question. Ouch.
Like died like an arrow and try to catch it again or something. This is ripe for breaking.
It is. Someone's going to do it. And Gally May, great question. So he broke it. I mean, an Australian had the record at 28 seconds prior to this. Yeah. Would your son skydive, Scott? Do you think he would break this record?
Not the one that does Rubik's cubes.
Okay.
so my son is not going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. But anyway,
for this,
not for this. No. But pineapple pizza. Can you do pineapple and pickle? I'm back on that.
No.
I'm thinking if we can find something good to go on the pickle pizza, I'll try it. But I don't think I can bring myself to just ruin a perfectly good pizza with only pickle on it.
The pulled pork? You can't do the pulled pork?
Nope. I'm in North Carolina, but we invented barbecue. I know Texas thinks they know how to do it, but we invented barbecue here.
Oh.
Sam Jones barbecue. We have invented it. Like my town, we have a festival that's all about collards, but it's really the fact that the big barbecue tours from all over the Casey barbecues, they come to our town to compete. We're the home. Starlight Inn, Sam Jones.
It doesn't have to be the specialty like pulled pork barbecue of all. There's
I'm
pulled pork
saying,
that goes in like Mexican
I
street
have
tacos.
eaten more barbecue than I want to eat in my life.
Oh, I'm with you. So we have to find a different protein to go on there.
Go with the pickles.
Okay, I'll work on that thought then.
All right, I'll look for a pizza place that will make this without outing me to my friends and family for asking for something terrible.
I need to do a collard green stone oven pizza for your festival.
Ugh, I think I just threw up a little in my mouth. Collard greens are not that good.
They're not. What do you mean not that good? They're not good.
No,
They're just not good.
maybe turkey.
Turkey and pickle on a pizza? Thanksgiving style
Like
pizza?
whole turkey.
Well,
Just like the side of. Do you know which side of the turkey has the most feathers?
I don't like where this is going.
The outside. Thomas, thank you very much. I'm going to try some pizza this week. You got plans for the weekend?
Oh, I do. We have some extended family coming in town. Per usual, golf on Saturday, and then I think that's it. But it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. A cold front's moving in. The high tomorrow is like 59 degrees, but then it's like 70s. And so
I always have to ask, when you say beautiful weekend, is it beautiful for you or beautiful for everything else?
This one would be beautiful.
Weekend?
This would be beautiful for the majority of people. No severe weather.
So
So
it'll be just miserable all weekend long.
yeah, I'm going to be bored.
Awesome. Thomas, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Scott.
See ya. Oh, I have to do this part, huh?